Welcome to episode 811 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. All the boys back in the house today for the first time since last Tuesday for a packed show. What are we talking about today, fellas? Wes, you got the cup of coffee.
We're going to be talking a little Bezos, a little Leo. We're going to be talking about a little travel. We're going to be talking about a little commercial out of Germany that's got people riled up. Some mentions, you know.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Be great.
I'm going last. What else you fellas got?
Demons, necrophilia, revenge. I mean, what else do you want? I got it all. In the
New
TikTok and national
condiments.
moment. Yeah,
Nice.
Salt.
that's
We've
old.
done
Segment.
Salt or assault?
That's not a new.
Both. Well, there's salt in the new condiments and assault to speak of.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. And I've got
Maybe new to the Liver King, but salt's not new. Okay?
I've got something at the end that I foretold would happen probably like many moons ago. And it never happened, but then it finally happened. So stay tuned to the end to hear about that.
That's why we call you the Oracle.
I'm excited about the necrophilia. I've always wondered how they catch those guys because, you know, it's a interesting.
Yeah, there's no witness, you know.
Right.
It took him a while, Wes, but
It took him a while? Okay.
It took him a while.
All right. Yeah, like long run.
Yeah, he had a 12-year run.
Jesus, 12 years. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Sounds like the guy from yesterday's show.
it is. It's an update. It's an update.
Oh.
It's the same guy. You weren't on there yesterday. It's the same guy.
But it gets way more intense.
Spoiler alert,
Okay.
it's an intense spin-off story with someone else that, you know.
Yeah,
yes.
it's an amazing update.
It's an amazing update.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Will, you thought the guy that banged 119 corpses, that story was over?
No. We could probably do him
back
every day.
for more.
We could probably do him every day from now
We
on
might
because so
just-
many people are mad at him. Yeah.
Change the whole pod to
Yeah.
be that story themed.
Exactly.
David Fuller, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fuller effect. All right.
119.
That's actually a good name for a
I know.
podcast, though.
I know. I didn't want to say it out loud because I know.
This is our true crime podcast. Victim
Get us out of here, Wes.
87.
Get
You
us
want
out
to do
of
the
this.
news?
Yeah,
All right,
do
let's
the
do
news.
the news. Okay. Well, I wasn't prepared for my little clip here, but here we go.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
It is the cup of coffee in the big time. And first, we got a fun fact. So, with all the fart news that's been, going around, you guys covered yesterday, Biden and, the Duchess and all that good stuff.
The fart gate.
I found a little.
That
I found
blew
a little.
up, by the way. Like,
Oh my God! It's
Pun
still.
intended.
It was still trending.
That
number
blew
one.
up, huh?
yeah,
It stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of
tell you
hot
what.
air on that trend.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you what, that fart affected the climate in that room. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of carbon in that room.
There's a climate change.
And
summit.
the funniest part about it was that people were like taking the sides of the fart. It was like Republicans were like, the fart's gross, and Democrats were like, actually, the fart's hilarious and amazing. And it's
Well,
like,
Paul-
you people are such fucking numbskulls.
It's the most
Just give it
American
a
thing you
break.
can do is fart in front of royalty of another country.
Paul Flart brought up a good point. He said, it's natural. He said he's jealous. He
Certainly
loved-
is natural.
Yeah.
Look, everybody is free to have fart takes. That's why it's hilarious that the president farted in front of a royal. But then, like,
Everyone
when people
thinks farts are
fucking
funny.
take sides on it, and it's like, give me a break. Just make jokes about the fart.
Yeah. It was. Dude, my grandma used to just let him accidentally in front of me all the time. It's what old people do.
It's not an accident.
It's part of getting old. My grandfather.
Yeah, it's part of getting
You're
old.
allowed to do it. It's like
Right.
once you reach
Less
a certain
control.
age.
Less
Yeah, but
control.
you also
Yeah.
people just deal with it, and it's a respect your elders thing. Like people can
Right.
fart.
That's
Yeah.
more
Right.
what it's about. It's not
Yeah.
about the control.
No,
It's
it's
so much-
respecting your
both.
elders.
No,
It
it's
is.
both.
Yeah,
It's
my
not-
grandma definitely wasn't farting on purpose. She'd always go, "Woo, whoopsie."
It's
Just
combo.
because she could.
That's
Yeah.
a combo there. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway.
for me, it's gonna.
you
be
respect
on
the
purpose.
lack of control because they have made it.
What
so
age
far.
is this appropriate? Can I start doing this at like 42,
Mm-mm.
43?
You can claim it. You can claim it at any age. It's like trick or treating, Mark. You can
Okay.
try to do it at any age, but people will suss you out.
Right.
Like if you're too young for
What
this.
if you did
or
like
if
the,
you're too old to trick or treat?
The grandma ma, like the Larry Johnson, or like Kyrie, you dress up like a grandfather with makeup, then, or like
Yeah, sure.
like Johnny Knoxville dresses up like a
Mhm.
grandfather, then you could do it. Okay.
There's a
Of course, yes.
correlation how much money that you have and the
Yeah.
age that you're allowed to start ripping them.
Yeah, that's true.
without anyone saying anything.
Yeah, like Justin
Bezos?
Bieber could start doing it now. Yeah,
No one's saying anything.
True. Yeah, we win the lottery. We can start now.
Right.
So richness also affects. Yeah. that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Or money. Cream.
I think
you know.
attractiveness too. The hotter you are, the earlier you can do it. Right?
I've had a lot of hot friends who
Not
fart
with dudes.
willy
Not
nilly.
with dudes, with chicks.
Yeah. But do you really want hot chicks just blowing farts in your
No,
face?
I don't want chicks farting at all.
No, but nobody's gonna call him out.
You a big
when
fart
they
Brazil
do it.
guy?
No.
Yeah. Your hot male friends are always like, it's a gym fart, bro. It's because I take my protein. And gets what gets this body so tight. So you're welcome.
Did you guys ever go to fartbrazil.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
That was a funny site. It was just
Going
it
right
was
now.
just it was just like chicks. It's like porn, but it's like Brazilian women, or like they had the ethnicity of it could be a Brazilian woman
Nah.
with big butts farting in guys or girls' faces, and all you would see is a butt and a face, and then like the hair flapping from.
No, in fact, the only time I saw that website was when I visited Mark in college.
Well, it wasn't
His
me.
house-
It wasn't
his
me.
house. The
It
house you were
wasn't
living
me.
in, everybody's computer
wasn't
was
me.
just
Yeah.
permanently set on fartbrazil.com.
No, there's one guy
Hey,
in particular.
Will, have you seen this Fart Brazil come into this? Like, it's like every fucking bedroom, there's a guy who's like showing
Not
me Fart
mine.
Brazil.
Not mine. No, there was one bedroom. There was one bedroom that continuously played Fart Brazil on loop.
This is the first
Domain's
time.
available.
I think
The
we all
domain
know
is
whose
available.
bedroom that was.
Well, anyway, let's get to the fun fact. It is about farts. The word fizzle started as a type of fart. So back in the 1400s, it meant to break wind quietly, according to English Oxford Living Dictionary. So if you said you he just fizzled, then
wow.
I fizzled, that was I broke wind quietly.
Mm.
There
It's
you
a
go.
fart
Actually, a
that
great word.
sounds
Yeah.
like a question.
I'm gonna
right.
fizzle.
Yeah, fizzle. Holidays.
Now you just say SBD. People
Yeah.
silent
Right,
but deadly.
SPD. Yeah, fizzle's way better.
Fizzle's way better.
Way better. Holidays, November 9th. It is World Adoption Day. So you can celebrate that with people by drawing a smiley face on your hand. So if you see anyone walking around with a smiley face, that means they're celebrating World Adoption Day. Very important to adopt. World Freedom Day. It's the observance declared by George W. Bush to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall. So that's what World Freedom Day is.
A little insensitive having a World Freedom Day. You know,
True. Well, I mean,
a lot of
I
cats
guess.
out there that just, as much as they want to, they can't celebrate. You know?
I guess, Pat, you're just saying that because it's a celebration of the fall of the Soviet Empire, right?
Right.
Well, you know, I'm just saying, are they better off? You know,
So spoiler alert: this day in history, the Berlin Wall came down.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I don't know. It did. Okay,
Sounds
there you go. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's also National
Yeah.
National Louisiana Day. So go have some gumbo, whatever. It's also Microtia Awareness Day. If you don't know what microtia is, it's the deformity acquired while a baby is developing the womb. It's like a small ear. So I have a picture to show you guys.
Oh no!
Of
Don't-
course.
Don't show us the picture.
There you go. So that's grade 1,
that's
grade
so
2,
weird.
grade 3, grade 4.
Oh, wow.
Grade 4 is no
You could
ear.
have no ear.
Grade 4 is no ear. Grade 3 is just like a little tiny like
How do they
sliver of an
hear?
ear. Yeah. So, be kind. It's also National Scrapple Day, which is a delicious breakfast that not many people in Texas know about. It's more of like a northeastern dish, cornmeal or wheat. And you guys like scrapple? I'm a big scrapple guy.
I've only had it a few times, but it's always delicious. When I do
It's
it.
amazing.
It's kind of like a breakfast, like
Like a hash?
melange, like a mix up. It's like
It's
a hash.
like
yeah,
it's
right?
like pork parts, and then like
Right.
make it into a little square, and they fry it. It's
yeah,
good.
and it
Is
like
there
comes
egg,
in like
egg
it
and
comes
hash
in like
brown
a
too?
Spices. You
yeah.
can put egg on top of it. You egg on
Yeah.
top of it. It's delicious. Yeah.
When they hand it to you, it's like a really greasy tinfoil cube or something. Like
Yeah,
like
it's
yeah,
It's a patty kind of thing.
right,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah,
on this,
delicious.
yeah, it's great. On this day in history, 1858, the first performance of the New York Symphony Orchestra took place. So good for the arts there. 1961, the very progressive PGA eliminated the Caucasians only rule. So
61, you
all the
say?
way back in 1961. Yep. 1984.
Well, they could, but the Masters also Augusta.
Oh, I think that was
No,
that
no.
took place later.
That was
No
2007.
Yeah.
Or the club rule.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
club
that was
rule.
that was a club rule.
That was it. Yeah, sorry, club rules.
When Tiger came to play the Masters in the early
Yeah.
days, he couldn't go through the clubhouse. He had to go around.
Right.
Right.
Put an asterisk on that one for the PGA because
Can we get this
not
guy
all the courses.
a white proxy? Someone
Yeah.
to hit for him?
61.
Someone vouch for him, maybe.
They have a police officer following him around the course.
Oh man.
When his first
Yeah.
go through.
Yeah. 84, Nightmare on Elm Street premiered in the U.S. Wes Craven's film. So that was pretty big
Shout
box
out
office hit.
Johnny Depp in his first role.
That's right.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
He's
And
the
in
blood.
that movie is scary, man. In 96, Evander Holyfield upset Mike Tyson in the 11th round knockout in Las Vegas to regain the WBA heavyweight boxing.
Was that the ear bout?
That was not the. I think the ear bout was the third time.
The rematch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Did-
just
did
when
they
Tyson
fight three
lost
times?
His mind. And
They
They
fought three
fought
times.
at least
right?
twice.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure, but he
Did
knocked him out.
Holyfield win all of them?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think the rematches where Tyson was way out of his prime.
Right.
Yeah.
One was a disqualification.
89, Berlin Wall, November 9th, 1989.
There you
Berlin
go.
Wall falls.
So that's what's going on there. Honorable mentions, got a couple. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg was trending for some remarks he made about racist overpasses. Not going to tap that hornet's nest here, but look up Robert Moses, Pete Buttigieg if you're interested. Robert Moses was a like a city developer, planner, like architect of roads in Manhattan, and they say that he created lower overpasses to get to some of the more affluent beaches so that buses of, Black people, Puerto Rican people couldn't fit under the overpasses to get to those beaches.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, sure. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's been
it's-
lots of engineering and
Yes.
to keep certain people out and certain people in.
Right. So, but that he was trending. That was a big trend. Also, State Farm was trending because they say they're standing behind Aaron Rodgers despite all the vaccine controversy and Aaron and Rodgers being dumped by other sponsors. They said, quote, Aaron Rodgers has been a great ambassador for our company for much of the past decade. We don't support some of the statements that he has made, but we respect his right to have his own personal point of view. We recognize our customers, employees, agents, and brand ambassadors come from all walks of life with differing viewpoints on many issues. Our mission at State Farm is to support safer, stronger communities, and we encourage vaccinations, but respect everyone's right to make a choice based on their personal circumstances, a.k.a. we don't care, this guy's making his millions.
Yeah.
Well,
But he has thrown for 41,000 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, that begs the big question, though, right? Because I don't know. I've not been on a production since COVID, but a bunch of my friends have, and I know that. Pretty sure you have to be vaccinated to be on a production.
Yeah,
It's a
but
union production.
State Farm, Pat, I don't know if you've seen their commercials, but they're like, this is basically them being like, yeah, have you seen Patrick Mahomes act? We need Aaron Rodgers. We're keeping Aaron Rodgers because Patrick Mahomes is gone. After he's having a horrible season. He can't act. The Patrick Price commercial fucking sucks. Aaron Rodgers commercials are great. They kill it. They sell fucking subscriptions. So Aaron Rodgers sells insurance. Patrick Mahomes does not. So sorry.
Anytime you have
State
a Hall
Farm
of Fame
stays with-
quarterback, you're probably going to stay with him.
So it's at the producer's discretion whether it's mandatory vaccination per project.
Right.
Okay.
And they're like,
There you go.
Rodgers moves a lot more subscriptions than Mahomes. So
Yeah.
Who's
They're sticking
vaccinated?
with
our,
it.
our
Maybe
hands are tied.
Yeah,
correlation?
apparently Ice Cube was supposed to be in a movie with Jack Black or someone coming up, and he got kicked off because he's not vaccinated. He was like a starring role in a comedy that was supposed to come up.
Cube, yeah, he turned it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they turned him down
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he turned it down because he said
because they said get vaccinated or get lost.
and he said no.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sterile, even though I'm 60.
There apparently is also some big General Hospital star that is not going to be on the show anymore because he refuses to be
Well,
vaccinated.
I mean,
George
also,
Clooney?
no, I don't know. Not George Clooney. He's
I mean,
done
you
with
see
that.
a lot of companies, like private companies, aren't necessarily just taking the mandates as prescribed so far. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Also, the king of all media legend, Howard Stern, was in the mix of the Rodgers controversy on his show, saying, quote, if there was decency in this world, I would throw this guy out of the football league so fast. He's a fucking liar, and he could have destroyed a lot of people. So Stern was trending because of those remarks on Rodgers.
So this
He
guy
always
Love
has to jump in on these.
this guy Love is essentially the Aaron Rodgers to Aaron Rodgers is Brett Favre.
Don't call this guy the Aaron Rodgers to anyone's Brett Favre.
Well,
This
I
guy
mean-
Love is trash. He went 19 for 36.
But that's what I'm asking.
Oh yeah, no, they need Rodgers back so bad.
Jordan
I know.
Love's the worst quarterback in the league.
But that's what I'm saying. Remember when Favre was
Yeah.
he was
Yeah, but
in there.
Rodgers is the shit.
But
It's
Rodgers was
different.
always good at practice, waiting to get in there.
Right.
This guy, Jordan Love, is garbage.
No,
but
they need
Rodgers-
Rodgers for 10 more years.
Rodgers is a Favre level QB, so they brought Love in
Yes.
to be like
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
they were
yeah,
wrong.
This, gal
This
just stacked
time, for
them
the
up.
first time in like the franchise's history, because they had Bart Starr, or was it Bart Starr? Or is that the
Yeah, they had
Cowboys?
Bart Starr
Yes,
on the
Bart
Packers.
Starr, and they've had like 3 Hall of Famers out of
Look.
like their 6 quarterbacks.
Look, State Farm knows Aaron Rodgers is sitting at home
Yeah.
so happy this week.
Love
That's
his
why they
trash.
renewed him. They were like, all right, this guy's not going to leave the Packers forever. His backup's trash.
He can say whatever he wants about the vaccine after that
Yeah,
Jordan Love
it
performance.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Green Bay needs him back. They saw how badly they
State
suck
Farm
without him.
needs him. Green Bay needs him. Yeah,
I mean,
he's in a good
Rodgers-
situation. He's a weird dude in a good situation. Yeah.
He's an unvaxxed guy who's needed by State Farm and Green Bay.
Last honorable mention: Jeff Bezos' girlfriend Lauren Sanchez. Here she is with Jeff. Quite the upgrade, if you ask me. Was trending after it looked like she wanted to leave.
Shots, Mackenzie Bezos.
Shots of Mackenzie Bezos, that philanthropic bitch,
Uh,
That
flat-chested.
supportive ass
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
That sacrificing bitch.
that natural titty, natural
That knew
titty
him
bitch.
before he was anything.
hey,
Bitch.
look at
Man.
Lauren though. Hey,
She's about one surgery away from her face falling off.
that doesn't look like it to me.
That's a lot of Botox, yeah.
Anyway, they were trending because she looked like she wanted to leave with Leo Dicaprio instead of Ball Bezos at the LACMA Art and Film Gala in Los Angeles on Saturday. Here's a video of Leo just swooning her. As you can see, they're walking up, and she's just like looking right up at Leo, just a smile, like she wants to jump him.
No.
Yeah, he's loving it. And then, of course,
Giving her like the I mean, he was mansplaining something, and she was every second of it she enjoyed.
He was
could've had
giving her a meat counter number, essentially saying like, "Look, this is your number. I'm not going to promise I'm going to get to you tonight, but
Right. Well, he could have had her in any bathroom in that establishment.
Oh, easily. But
the looks of
Jeff
it,
Jeff was taking it in stride. He took the Twitter to kind of play into it. And here's a post that he wrote. He's standing inside of a sign that says "Danger, steep cliff, fatal drop," and it says, "Leo, come over here. I want to show you something."
Oh, threatening to kill Leo. Great. A billionaire threatening to kill someone. That's
jealous
cool.
Jeff."
He actually quote tweeted Barstool with that tweet. That was crazy.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
really? Yeah. So those are the honorable mentions.
He's threatening to kill Leo.
Yeah. He's having.
He's mixing
could,
it up.
too.
He's trying to fit in with the youths.
Well,
Oh.
I don't think. I mean, dude, Leo is like one of the most active environmentalists. Period. And Bezos has created more pollution than any other human on the
Well,
planet.
yeah, but
so
they both love private jets. So I
that's
mean, like,
true.
their
But
money,
Leo
so-
offsets his carbon.
And women.
And they were at the same
And
dinner.
they both
Yeah,
love women. I mean,
Listen,
they have a
peas
lot.
in a
They have
pod.
a lot in common. Yeah.
yachts and women. Yeah, they do. Have
I
a
mean,
lot in
in
common.
theory, they love the environment, but when you give them a yacht and a plane, they're gonna get
Right.
on it.
In practice,
Yeah.
you have to spend all summer in cans.
They
with-
run more
with your
electricity
PJs.
than countries at their
Yeah.
private homes. But yeah,
They've got like 20 8,000 powered diesel engines between the
yeah.
two of them.
Leo's
There's been
throwing pool
studies about
parties
about
with
Leo's
electricity
carbon
that could,
footprint. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's massive.
Yeah.
He offsets his footprint.
Anyway,
With money, with donations.
yeah, sure. With so number 2, we've got top two trendings. This commercial out of Germany was trending because guys, Germany's worried about us. I saw this video had tens of thousands of views on TikTok. Someone was reacting to it. Thought you guys would enjoy. It's a German-made commercial titled "Great Nations Eat." TV commercial, Germany for America, and I'm going to translate as it's playing. Here we go.
uh-huh.
It's not going to play. It
Is
was
this a
playing
prank?
for me.
Is this a fake hang up?
Oh,
Well, it doesn't look like it's playing for me.
what a video, Wes. Man, I
Yeah.
gotta
Wow.
say
God
that
damn it.
really delivered on all the buildup you gave it.
Yeah, glad. You
Anyway,
only did top two.
I can tell you what it says. Why isn't
Read
it
that
playing?
transcript.
God damn it. It says in German, America is facing a food crisis, basically, that they're not getting enough healthy food choices, that they have very big food insecurity leading to diabetes, heart disease, and that they will soon be dependent on their government. And then they claim that at the end that America, people in America struggle to afford food 20% to 6% over Germany, and that's according to a 2013,
This
2014
coming
Gallup
from
poll.
the world-renowned culinary Germans.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
Don't they just
saying-
have blood sausage
No,
and
they're just
potatoes?
saying they're just saying we're fake rich. I think they're basically trying to call us the emperor with no clothes.
What is German cuisine? Is it stew?
They're saying healthier than us. Is the claim.
Here we go.
Sie hat nur wenig Zugang zu nahrhaften Lebensmitteln. Ihre schlechte Ernährung kann zu Diabetes, Herzkrankheiten und einer teuren Abhängigkeit vom Staat führen. 49 Millionen Amerikaner leiden unter Lebensmittelunsicherheit.
Just in German.
Sie sind hungrig
just
nach
in
mehr
German,
als
but it's a
nach
little girl holding
Mahlzeit.
You can stop it.
It's a little girl holding a teddy bear on a step, and she's saying America needs Germany's help now.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's
She
More
looks- she
people
looks like
struggle
she's
to afford
brainwashed.
food in America than in Germany. Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go.
I mean, that's
Look
a
at that.
shot, right? They're taking a shot at us.
Oh, huge shot. Taking a huge shot at us.
Oh yeah, you're right. We should eat pretzels all day.
I just looked up what German cuisine.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see his eyes.
Sauerkraut.
Pretzels.
They got sauerkraut, pretzels, beer. They got
That's about it.
Wiener
Schnitzel. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They got 5 food items.
Germany's basically saying like, hey, you're all fat and some people can't afford proper nutrition because your wealth gap is so insane. So we're going to take shots at you as we're going to talk shit.
I love the move of publicly offering help when help wasn't asked for. It's like one of the most diabolical
condescending.
shots that you can take.
Yeah, it's very condescending.
So,
But they should
so the
have
ad for
My point is
The
they could have done it
video.
and everyone. They could have done it with like housing, because they're just not known for cuisine. Like it's just
right, but the
it's just
video,
a bad choice.
but the video, they had a cute little girl with a stuffed animal, and they could say that little girl was going to be force fed McDonald's until she became a diabetic, and that was like, then the Germans were like, it's perfect, and then they shot it. That was
So they said that it was made with satire with a purpose, raising awareness of
That's
America's
satire?
food issue, but but they don't actually raise any
the
money.
Germans aren't known for their
It's
comedy
hilarious.
either. Yeah.
Tell you what, that wasn't satire, bro.
This the guy who made it, the nonprofit CEO, said this was really try to get people to think more disruptively, to get people's attention, to go right to the heart of the issue that people are not aware. Hunger is a problem in the United States. But again, they didn't really raise any money for us. They just,
all
it was a
of
troll.
Germany's schnitzels and pastas and pretzels are horrible for you. They just stay skinny because their metabolism is so strong because of their desire to take over the world and their furious anger. Like that's the only reason that they're skinny is because
They
their
play a
energy
lot of
levels.
They play a lot of football.
Hatred burns a lot of calories.
There's a lot of cardio with that football.
Yeah.
True. Will and I, when we went to Germany, we loved the cuisine. I remember saying, "Man, this was awesome."
I love Germany. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, well, actually,
This is the time of year. This is the time of year to go to.
We had
Southern
Cornish
Germany,
game hen.
they have more fun. I feel like the Northern Germans are a little very serious, but yeah, I love Germany. I mean,
Kind of
like
an Ireland scenario.
but also Germans will like bust your balls, right? Like if you're hanging out with Germans, they'll remind you that Americans are all fat and that there's all these problems in America, and that they'll talk that shit. So like, it's not surprising to me that
Easy
that
counter.
shit's being talked.
Easy counter. Your grandfather tried to kill all the Jews.
Right, but then they're like,
we're
that's
still
so
in that
long
generation.
ago. That's so
Not that long ago. They're still alive. They're still alive.
It's the way it goes.
Not that long ago.
Anyway, that had a lot of people riled up. And today's number one, or
The cream of the crop!
after more than 18 months, the travel ban has been lifted for flights coming into the United States from many countries like all the EU, China, Mexico, Brazil, India, the UK. So a lot of mail order brides are going to be meeting their husbands
Oh yeah.
for the first time this week.
These guys have been waiting for like a year.
Look at that guy. That guy's been waiting for a long time to meet her. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, what a
Freaky
day for
motherfucker.
him.
You go to an airport, you're going to
That's
see a lot of mail order brides.
bride pick.
It is. Isn't that creepy as fuck? That's the best one I could find. He's going to devour her.
That's a winner.
Yeah. So under the new rules, fully vaccinated travelers will be allowed to enter the U.S. if they can show proof of vaccination and a negative corona test taken within 3 calendar days of travel. So I guess the 7-day incubation period is done or whatever. Unvaccinated Americans and children under the age of 18 are exempt from the requirement, but must take a test within 1 day of travel. So, you know, it's good. Lots of families being reunited. Mark's wife sent him a link with a bunch of pictures of, you know, grandmas seeing their grandkids for the first time. I know my, you know, my cousins are over in Europe, and my aunt hasn't been able to see them. You know, people meeting babies for the first time. Here's another mail order bride meeting her husband for the first time.
Oh yeah.
You know, old couples
that
reunited.
that guy had a nice head of hair. He might be able to get a woman.
Yeah, I think they were just like maybe married, but nah, not this guy. This guy is.
No, I'm surprised that guy did. That guy, if that picture was taken pre-COVID, I get it. But if that guy had to wait, I think he would have rented a boat. I think he would have figured out a way to get her. Yeah. During the COVID
times, might have trafficked her over here.
Yeah, trafficked her over. Hired a private plane.
He puts her in a crate. The Wire style. Yeah,
he's not waiting. That guy.
Right. Man, this is making me think, because I think you had to be fully vaccinated to go the other way, at least to the UK, right? But like, what if the Packers got scheduled for one of the UK London games?
I mean, then he
wouldn't go. Like he
skips the game, and he laughs about how they still need him.
He watches Jordan Love go
watch Jordan Love
12
play
for
in
40 in
England.
England.
Yeah. He's gonna throw 8 picks with the time difference.
It's great contract leverage, honestly.
Yeah. You know what happened?
Just let Jordan Love play.
You know
That's how you gain leverage.
Yeah, you know what happened with Aaron Rodgers? When they drafted Jordan Love, he was pissed and he threatened to quit. And then he showed up to practice and saw how bad Jordan Love was. And he's like, I'm not taking the vaccine. I'm not doing anything because they need me.
Actually, you're right, Mark, because remember he was driving around like a golf cart that like they had decorated for him this offseason. He got all of his own like rules.
He was he wasn't going. He was not even going to play a snap for the Packers because he was
so mad. They caved to every demand.
And then he saw Love in warm-ups, and he was like, okay, this can work out for me.
So, you know, good news. This all while Reuters reported yesterday that global COVID-19 cases surpassed 250 million on Monday, as some countries in Eastern Europe are experiencing record outbreaks. Places like Germany.
Okay.
So cases are spiking.
Count already?
No. It's kind of
why
important.
do we care about the count? It's not going away
because the cases are spiking and the travel ban's lifted. So it is kind of important to talk
forever. You kind of need to know where the hot spots are.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but okay.
Right,
it gets hot one place and it gets hot the next. It's just going to keep going.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers.
But from the New York Times, with the continued risk of coronavirus variants and uncertainty, the course of pandemic, the Travel Association doesn't expect that the travel, international travel levels to be back in full effect until 2024. So we'll see how it goes. So that's that. But good that people are reuniting finally.
It is great that people are reuniting.
No, I really wanted a Korean, but I guess I'll have to take one of these Thai girls because the restrictions are a little looser.
There's a lot of guys that now need to destroy their dolls, like the sex dolls. They're gonna have to throw them in the river, like the story.
She's not gonna like this. I don't know.
Because now she's on the way over, so they got to get rid of their real sex dolls. A lot of Craigslist ads going up.
I was hoping you could make it more of a home. So
here's your quarters.
I'll take you to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Lots of these guys also showing up empty-handed at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of those mail-order brides not showing up.
It's just me.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not them showing up.
Well, no.
DMs.
I mean, they're definitely handing over a menu.
Have you ever watched that mail-order show? A lot of them are going to not show up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They've been scamming them.
Some of them show up for like a week and just immediately go somewhere else. Right. The first time someone more attractive than their husband is attracted to them, they just hop to the next guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I also would like to take you in, even though you can't speak a lick of English. And
I also like how on those shows, those guys, they're into mail order brides, so they've dated like multiple mail order brides. They've flown over multiple ladies.
For sure.
It's mostly not their first time. Yeah.
They've been over there to see him. Yeah.
Why rush into any relationship? Play the field a little bit.
Hey, it's a couple plane tickets.
Play the agencies.
Anyway, guys, that cup of coffee in the big time was brought to you by our new sponsor, Fight Camp. The holidays are coming up, and we all know that it's the most stressful time of the year. And I know the perfect gift to give everyone some much needed stress relief instead of, don't go punch your family members, go out of the garage or in the workout room. And you want to punch the Fight Camp bag, right? It brings the best workout into the world, brings the best workout in the world into your home and makes it fun. Learn to box and kickbox from home with access to world-class programming, elite trainers, premium equipment, and smart technology that turns your workout into an interactive experience. So thousands of classes with new workouts added each week. You'll always find something new. Use filters to explore different workout styles, lengths, trainers, difficulty, more. You'll never get bored. You can do a workout workout in 20 minutes and get a great workout in 20 minutes with the Fight Camp package. The full package comes with all the gear you need to start boxing from home, including a free standing punching bag, boxing gloves, quick hand wraps, and smart punch trackers. It takes up to if you can do a push-up, that's where you can put the Fight Camp.
That much space,
that
not
much space, right?
Yeah.
Not much space at all.
But it's
literally just
formidable.
a standing target. Yeah.
Yes.
You can get the whole family involved. It's one of the only home workouts that is safe for kids to do because there's no heavy weights or spinning wheels. You know, you're not going to have like kid phone or the treadmill.
It's safe for your kids, but it's not safe for the neighborhood kids when your kids get outside and whoop that ass.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because their skills are so good now.
That's right. So, good for the whole family. So now's the best time to get your Fight Camp. Take advantage of their holiday deal going on now. If you purchase this November, you'll get an additional pair of gloves for free. Just go to fightcamp.com/hard to get an additional pair of gloves for free all November. Go to
joinfightcamp.com.
Yeah. Joinfightcamp.com/hard. Joinfightcamp.com/hard.
All right, let's do a little more business here, and we'll do a couple stories in a row. This one's actually a little bit of pleasure. Talking about AdamandEve.com.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I'm talking about ass. You getting enough ass?
Never enough.
No, yeah. If you answer yes to that, you're either a liar.
Have there enough appetizers at a holiday party for Wes?
Yeah, no, there are not. Not enough hors d'oeuvres or ass at any holiday party for Wes. So yeah, if you think the answer to that is yes, you're a liar or the luckiest person on earth, because we'd all love more. Am I right? And with AdamandEve.com, they want to give you more. That's what they want to do at AdamandEve.com. They want to give you 50% off just about any item on their website, plus free shipping on your entire order. So how about that for the holidays, huh? So what do you need to have to do to get your 50% off one item and free shipping? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy or anything you desire. I mean, they have a slew of vibrators, sex toys, men's toys, lingerie, bath rubs, massage rubs, oils, lubes, bondage stuff, couple stuff, the Liberator, sex swings. I mean, need I go on?
The Liberator.
Take a peek on AdamandEve.com and liberate yourself. Just enter code HARDFACTOR at checkout, and you'll get 50% off almost any item on the site. Go to checkout, AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 50% off, including free shipping when you enter code HARDFACTOR. That's code HARDFACTOR at AdamandEve.com. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever been to Spain?
No, I've always wanted to go, though.
No, never been.
I love tapas.
I heard she reigns in Spain.
She does.
Well, she does, and we'll pack your bags. We're all going to Spain.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
I'm excited.
Technically, you have all been to Spain because this first one's an update. And what an update. Do you remember Xavier Novell, this guy? He's the Catholic bishop that was an exorcism expert that left the church for his satanic novelist girlfriend that he fell in love with.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Of course you do. It's the highest ranking Catholic member ever to just leave the church over a woman, and it was a Satanist. Sylvia Cabalal is the woman that he left the church for, and she's a psychologist and writer of erotic novels like The Hell of Gabriel's Lust and the erotic trilogy Amnesia. Gabriel's Lust sounds like a real page turner.
Yeah. Satan's dong.
Satan's dong in my mouth. People in the church allege that Novell himself had been possessed by demons, with one saying this was, quote, not a problem of celibacy, but rather of infestation. He's talking about demons infesting him. Maybe he was working too close with the demons and one got into him because he was the exorcism guy. You never know. After years of exorcisms, the demons probably got pissed. And what better revenge than to turn a Catholic bishop against the church and to have him bang a Satanist, right? Also, church members allege that Pope Francis offered to get someone to do an expert on Novell, which is a great name for a guy who fell in love with an author, but that he refused to take the exorcism. So he had to basically leave. It was like, you can stay if you let us exorcise you.
Oh, no. Did they consider that him pleading guilty, basically, to being possessed?
I think so.
Because he refused the exorcism?
That's why they say
the demon has won.
According in inner circles, the Pope and all of them think he's got a demon in him. I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting that they gave him that option, because that might have been what drove him away, right? That might have been the final decision for him.
Yes, he refused it and said, "Fuck you." And the way
this is also good though for the Catholic Church, because they can really use this to sell that demons do exist. I mean, this guy for the rest of his crazy life is going to be their proof that he's demon possessed.
Wait till you hear the end of the story. There's more proof. But the way he left the church, it's not like the church was going to continue to give him money. He's a woman lover, not a child lover, after all. Rim shot. So he had to get a new job, right? That job is with Semen Cardana, a company that specializes in the artificial insemination of pigs in Spain and overseas. And it has been reported by several sources, including ABC News, that Novel's role will involve him obtaining the pig semen directly. Quote, Bishop Novell will work masturbating the pigs. End
What?
quote. So
Well, you got it
around.
this is going to be him.
Holy moly.
Yeah, check
That's
out the
his
pig
new
penis.
gig, huh?
That's his new gig, just hanging underneath a pig and jerking it off. Look at this. Look at a pig's
Pig penis is like a
very weird.
really long red rocket.
And then
Yeah,
it's got a
it's
corkscrew,
balloons.
and it's got a corkscrew at the end. It screws.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like a long balloon. Like a
Yeah,
clown's
so
balloon.
he's going to be jerking those things off. So if he did get a demon inside
He
him,
probably loves that though, honestly. this
well,
guy.
now, especially with the demon inside, because if he did get a demon inside him, that demon is making him jerk off pigs all day long now. That's pretty damning evidence, if you ask me. That you know, he's banging a Satanist and he's jerking off pigs all day. Sounds like a demon getting revenge on a Catholic bishop.
Yeah, it certainly does.
It does.
I mean, maybe it's just what he wants to do with his life, but yeah, it does.
Well, as a demon, as
Yeah.
as the demon
it's-
Beelzebub, yeah,
They're going to be able
Simpler.
to use this. Yes, the church will. This is fodder for them for years.
Certainly, this job isn't going to change anyone in the church's mind that thinks he's already possessed. They're not going
Is
to
it
be like,
like a-
oh, he's jerking off pigs, he's fine.
Bad economy there, or like I mean, why is he beating off the pigs?
It's
right?
the demon.
Well, but isn't his
It's a
lady making
job
good
of choice.
cash? That wasn't that part of it too.
She's doing well. I'm sure he was doing well as a bishop. The
It's,
bishops get paid, you know.
Sometimes it's better to have a passion about your job, Pat.
It's his new passion, Pat.
Right. So he just
Pigs
Okay.
are big in Spain.
happens to get paid for
They
it.
love
Pigs
pigs.
are- Pigs are big in general. Look at that
Yeah.
thing.
That's a
It's a foot.
weird dick.
It's like a 10-inch dick. All right, let's head over to New Zealand, shall we? You've heard of the expression "play stupid games, win stupid prizes," right?
Yeah. Where's that from?
Well, it's from this story. It applies directly to the story of an Auckland, New Zealand man, an anti-vaxxer who purposely contracted COVID to prove to himself, I guess, and possibly others, that COVID was not that serious. Unfortunately for him, it is serious, and it was serious, and he was hospitalized. He detailed his story on Facebook, saying he regretted his little experiment. Here's what he said on Facebook. He said, some guy quote took a picture of his Facebook thing and put it on Twitter, and it says, the stuff in green is his last day in the hospital, just waiting on release. It has been confirmed that his son's name, which is redacted, can also come home to me. God, because he got his son contracted COVID from him.
Sick.
God, I have never missed anyone so much. He has been a brave little guy with blank. Can't wait to see him. I survived COVID unvaxxed, but I just want to say that I do not recommend this little experiment to anyone. This did floor me, which I did expect, but I have also upset people, and I did put people at risk, and I can't apologize enough for that. The staff at the hospital have been amazing. I love you all, blah, blah, blah. So he got his son sick with COVID. He almost died. And then his relatives got on the Facebook comments and started giving him the business too, because in New Zealand and Australia, I think they've had like the strictest lockdowns of all time. So this moron getting COVID on purpose and spreading it didn't go over well in New Zealand. So his one relative says, I think it's important people know that your little experiment, in quote, has caused like more havoc than not. I'm trying to read it off the screen. It didn't appear.
Yeah,
on the
we're
thing.
all plunged into isolation
Yeah.
because of close context, meaning I lost out on a catering contract and dad can't go to work, which has caused him grief. Now, on top of that, dad tests positive, I'm positive, and your son is positive, praying mom stays negative. I'm glad we're fully vaccinated and doing okay. And I know you're sorry and didn't mean to harm anyone, but for the life of me, next time think before you make the choices that you do, said with love.
And read his response.
Absolutely 100% agree that people know the damage that my choices caused and how devastating it's been for my family.
Yeah. So whoops.
It's
He
actually just a great little tiny experiment. You see the
Question the answers.
You see that COVID does spread really easily amongst
Yeah.
family units. We've known that from the start. You see that the guy who was unvaccinated had a harder time dealing with the side effects than the vaccinated people. That's also been pretty apparent from the start.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice little test. I mean, showed us how it worked.
What
He
about
did,
the catering
he did,
contract?
He
you know?
did. Yeah. The catering
I mean, the
contract's
catering
lost.
contract. I'm
lost.
sorry.
Yeah, a lot of
In the name of science.
a lot of small business has been affected. So it's going to be a weird Christmas for that guy. It looks like they celebrate a few days later in New Zealand, so he's bought himself a few days. And if he's not a Christmas guy, which to me everyone should be regardless of religion, just for the good vibes, the movies, the music, and the cookies alone. You don't have to be a religious nut. Just celebrate Christmas, right? Well, it's still going to be awkward for him, even if he doesn't celebrate Christmas over there in New Zealand when he gets together with his family the next few months. And it reminds me of when I was like 10.
Now he's got that natural immunity, Aaron Rodgers style, though, so he can do.
It's true. This Christmas, he can spit all over the place.
Yeah, right.
It reminds me of what I did when I was 10, what this idiot did. And I had not gotten stung by a bee, and most of my friends had at that age. So one day on my deck, I put my finger on a bee stinger, and I immediately regretted it, except substitute bee's ass with COVID and a 10-year-old with a guy who has a 10-year-old. That's what happened here.
There you go.
Yeah.
I hope that he sends his journal to maybe the university for scientists to study, right? Because
yeah, they're going to want to study what this guy's every move is because he's.
Well, no, I mean he took it straight to the internet. He just published the findings on Facebook right away, as you do when you do your own personal scientific study. And
the study of a madman.
Yeah, I mean, I think more people did this than
the study of a guy whose family's pissed off.
Yeah,
I'll
there are a
prove
few
them
people
wrong.
that did it, Wes. Yeah,
there's a few people that did it and just aren't going to admit to doing it.
To get the
on
antibodies.
purpose.
Yep. All right, and last one. And good luck making this story fit within the TikTok guidelines, Eric. Our guy Eric is trying to make our TikToks more quote family friendly, so we don't get straight up or shadow banned because we're like on thin ice at TikTok. We've gotten like a dozen week-long suspensions for edgy content, so we're trying to bleep out some curse words and make it a little more family friendly on TikTok. And Eric's going to have a hell of a time, damn near impossible time to edit out a clean version of this one. And I'll just jump right into it with the headline. A mom was arrested after she brought a knife to a police station hoping to stab the man who raped her daughter's corpse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try that one.
Good luck with that, Eric.
But that's the actual headline.
That's the headline. That's the headline. Nevriz Kamal found out that 67-year-old David Fuller, there he is again, David Fuller had sex with her daughter's corpse in a hospital morgue in Kent, England. Once she found out that, she immediately grabbed a kitchen knife and drove straight to the Colindale police station, North London, where she thought he was being held. And she said, quote, "If I'd found him, I'm 99.99% sure I'd have put that knife straight through his heart because he'd put a knife through mine." And she probably said that in handcuffs because she was arrested by 9 officers when she was wielding the knife and screaming in the police station. The sick
he wasn't even there.
No, he was never there. The sick bastard Fuller was not at that police station at all, unfortunately. He was sitting on double homicide charges, and her daughter was one of 99 corpses that he raped. So he was like already processed and in jail at this point, not at the police
away
station.
from 100.
She should have listened to Hard Factor, then she wouldn't have had this embarrassing mistake.
He is, in fact, the same sick bastard Will talked about yesterday, charged with a double murder and having sex with 99 corpses. That's like a fucked up version of 99 bottles of beer on the wall he played while he was at the morgue. 99 corpses to fuck in the walls. 99 corpses to fuck. You take one down before she goes in the ground. 98 corpses to fuck in the walls.
He was so Mark. Not only that, he was going from different. He was going from morgue to morgue. Mark. This wasn't 99 at the same spot. He was all over town.
He's morgue hopping.
Oh yeah, he's all
13
over
bodies
town.
In this morgue.
Yeah.
13 bodies in
he's
this morgue.
He's all over town. He's murdering live people too at the same time.
Yeah,
in between.
A lot of morgues here.
Let's get this guy off the streets. Yeah, let's get him off the streets.
I mean, get in line to stab him. I'm sure tons of people want to.
Well, that's a good point, Will. So anyways, they should let Nevriz and the parents of the 99 victims he defiled, some as young as 9 years old, each get one stab on him, like at the end of Sympathy for Lady Vengeance, which is part of the best revenge trilogy of all time, which includes the original Old Boy.
You watch the Korean one. Don't watch the Josh Brolin one.
That's not part of the revenge trilogy. The revenge trilogy is the Korean one, Old Boy, and then Sympathy for Lady Vengeance is another one in that trilogy, and it's a similar type story. And all of the parents of the child victims, like just each, and the police agree that they can each just stab the guy once, and they all kill him. Yeah, that's what they should do here. Everyone gets one stab.
Very well connected
in
the morgue industry.
Yeah,
to get that kind of access.
Fair is fair.
Guys, that guy really should have talked to someone.
yeah.
And you should too if you're feeling bad. That's why Talkspace is here. Talkspace is our partner sponsoring on today's show. So here's the deal: mental health is no joke. I try to talk about it as openly as possible. to destigmatize it. But I've been struggling from depression my whole life since I was 12 years old. And medication and therapy has been super helpful for me to make the days functional and to get through some of the worst times. And winter is coming. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but I've been feeling it. Just 1 hour off the clock, and the days are getting short, and I can feel that sadness creeping in, which is why I'm glad that I signed up with Talkspace, and I'm talking to a professional that they paired me with. Here's the deal with Talkspace. You get on there, some of the best customer service ever. They're going to pair you with exactly who you need to talk to for the issue that you're having. You can talk to someone about relationships. You can talk to someone about addiction. You can talk to someone about anxiety, depression. They have specialists all over the map. And the best part is you can talk to your therapist 24/7. So if you're having an issue, and that's really the best, right? Because it's like how often if you're going to therapy.
I hope I can bottle it all up till next Thursday at 1 p.m.
You're like, I'm feeling good today, man. Why do I got to go and talk to this person? But this is a situation where it's like, man, I can't sleep. I'm having anxiety. Let me message my therapist. And you'll hear back faster than ever before. Plus, you don't have to go into an office. It's fantastic. So if you feel like your mental health's been stuck, I don't know. Talkspace is here to help.
Therapy is something you can do over video. It works very well. So
it does. It really does. So match with a licensed therapist. Go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month using the promo code HARDFACTOR. One word. That's $100 when you use the promo code HARDFACTOR at Talkspace.com. You might be saying $100 off. What's this going to cost? It's pretty reasonably priced, honestly, for therapy. But you just got to make room in your budget for therapy. That's just the deal.
So
it's also nothing to be ashamed about. Like, we still hang out with Pat, right?
That's true. Yep. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody could use
some
therapy, some time to talk things out. You know?
But I am a real loose cannon.
Pat didn't even need COVID.
Nope.
He was just...
Anyway, guys, let's take it to New York City. A New York woman has been charged with assault after she allegedly hit a Metro North train conductor with a pumpkin in the face. Okay, so I'm going to read you the details of this story, but I want to get your take on how the hell or why the hell this happened. Okay, see, back on October 11th, around 6 p.m., 21-year-old Alexis Adams, who's a resident of the Bronx, was on the Metro North train, and the conductor said, "Hey, can I see your ticket?" Which is standard practice after you get on the train. You don't show your ticket to get in the train. You show it shortly thereafter. The conductor comes around, and this lady didn't have a ticket for the conductor. She had something else, a pumpkin, and her fists. And apparently the conductor said, "You're going to have to get off at the next stop, Alexis. You don't have a ticket." And Alexis didn't like that as an option. So instead, she smashed the conductor directly in the face with this pumpkin and then beat the shit out of the conductor's face. Two ladies. It was a lady fight. Now, I want to know.
I'm the conductor now.
Full pumpkin or carved pumpkin? Big difference.
Okay, so this is why I'm covering this story.
And tiny pumpkin versus big pumpkin.
This is why I'm covering this story, because I want y'all's take on this, okay? I want to note that it was October 11th, which means the pumpkin, what we do know, was not ripe.
Was
and
not
probably very
carved.
hard. It was a hard pumpkin.
Hard pumpkin.
But it also begs the question, why was Alexis on this train with a pumpkin unless she had just picked the pumpkin up from the store, right? But then why would you beat an MTA worker in the face with that? I feel like if you're the type of person...
Lots of explanations for that.
Right. Well, I feel like if you're the type of person that's going to go on a trip to buy a pumpkin, then you're going to also have a ticket on the train. But I don't know.
The pumpkin might have cost too much. Maybe she thought the pumpkin would be cheaper, then she could buy the train ticket, and then the pumpkin cost too much. Now she's like, "Don't start with me, conductor lady."
I think that it's the "don't start with me" is the biggest thing here, and then the pumpkin was expendable. So there was something that occurred that incensed her so much that a $5 pumpkin was nothing next to the satisfaction of smashing it into this MTA worker's
What
face.
if she went to get the pumpkin to smash on the MTA worker's
Okay,
face?
Was it a big pumpkin pack? Because I'd much rather be smashed by a big pumpkin than a tiny pumpkin.
Well, I feel like the article would have said gourd.
Well,
if it was a smaller pumpkin.
Yeah, it's less embarrassing to go down face first by a little gourd. You know,
But a small pumpkin could really pack a punch.
Yeah, they
No, I
can
know.
be
That's
harder.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It would still hurt, and then it would be more embarrassing because if someone got it on video, it's like a little
hand-sized
pumpkin.
Decorative pumpkins.
It's not embarrassing to get taken out by a
warts on them.
pumpkin. You know, it's like, oh, what are you going to
Well,
do?
look,
It's a huge...
I bought pumpkins for the second time in New York City this year, and you're not getting a big pumpkin. You might have a small one, but let's just say it's a medium pumpkin.
It's a medium orange shit pumpkin, basically.
Yeah.
It's the shittiest pumpkin you can get off the pumpkin patch because they ship them into the city and everybody has to take the crappiest ones.
But all this lady said was, "Hey, ticket, please." And she said, "I don't have a ticket." And the lady said, "You're going to have to get off at the next stop." And bam, pumpkin to the face.
Listen, she's probably really tired of carrying it around, that pumpkin. And when she found out that she was going to have to carry the pumpkin around longer because of this lady, she lost her mind.
Yeah.
But she went to buy a pumpkin and she was like, "I'm just going to skip the train. I'm
You
gonna,
just punched your ticket to Pumpkin Town.
Yeah. Well, you're going to make me carry this pumpkin longer?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we'll never know."
Was there anything else that occurred? I mean,
No, that was it. She was charged with 2 counts of assault. The MTA worker was taken to the hospital, and a warrant's been issued for her arrest. So I'll keep you updated. 21-year-old Alexis
She got away.
Adams. Yep.
She said, "I'm going to turn this pumpkin to squash."
Yep. At midnight, this pumpkin, this train turns back into a pumpkin. All right, guys. Now over to Pittsburgh. Heinz ketchup revealed its first Marz with a Z edition ketchup. Cute. With tomatoes produced on Earth in Mars-like conditions. So pretty cool.
That's alarming.
Yeah. Well, wait till you hear exactly what happened here. A team of 14. That's
Got
14.
my space helmet on for this one, Pat.
Please do. Please, yeah. 14 astrobiologists worked for 9 months at the Aldrin Space Institute in Florida after 2 years of research to grow tomatoes in a controlled environment with soil, temperature, and water conditions similar to that on Mars, which, a reminder, guys, is an inhabitable planet. Early reports say the ketchup tastes like Hunt's. Come on.
Oh, no.
Come on. But serious, guys. Dr. Andrew Palmer, who's one of the leaders of the Aldrin Institute, which, by the way, was founded in 2015 and was created specifically to advance a permanent human presence on Mars, said of the project, achieving a crop that is of quality to become Heinz tomato ketchup was the dream result, and we achieved it. Working with the tomato masters as Heinz has allowed us to see what the possibilities are for long-term food production beyond Earth. Now we just need to find something to put the ketchup on. No, I added that part, but AKA, thanks for the check to the Aldrin Institute, Heinz.
Don't you see what's happening here?
What do you think's happening?
What is happening?
They're conditioning people to eat ketchup from Mars because that's where they're going to make you go.
because eventually you're going to get all your ketchup from Mars.
Because you're going to live on Mars.
They're
so
saying
they're proving. You know how many people like ketchup? This is a big deal.
This was like a greenhouse on Mars, right? So they're saying this would be what a tomato would be like if it was grown in a greenhouse on Mars.
Yes, this is what it's going to taste like on Mars. Yeah,
guys.
Delicious. I love it. I'd sample it now. Where can I buy it?
You can't get it. It's not available for purchase. And guys,
according
to a number of articles,
give me that Martian ketchup.
This research, I'm talking about making Martian ketchup, was one of the largest projects of its kind, period, related to researching future life on Mars, which totally resets my expectations of how close we are to getting to Mars.
You know,
their main concern thus far has been ketchup.
No, that's a huge deal. That's going to move asses into
this is a big deal,
spaceships.
Guys. What we got to do is be the first to make Martian weed. That's gonna kill. You make Martian weed and shrooms and stuff, and then you ship it back down to Earth. People are smoking that. People are going crazy on Martian weed.
How about they just make ketchup better on Earth?
No, because it's the whole thing. It's from
it's
Mars.
already perfected down here.
You think it's perfect?
Yeah, I do. I think ketchup's pretty perfect, right?
Maybe a little bit of mayonnaise in there.
But Wes, there's always that possibility that the Martian version has something that you just have never had before. It's got that little extra something.
Well, look, maybe you guys are right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is important research. And Mike Massimino, who's a former NASA astronaut, Heinz tomato ketchup Mars edition ambassador, and a self-confessed Heinz ketchup superfan, said of the project, "In space, we have a saying. It's not about the food. It's about the sauce. We could choose what food we wanted to eat up there, but lots of the dishes came dehydrated and a little bit bland. So a good dollop of sauce always made your meals delicious." Right. Yeah, I would think that in space it would be all about the breathable oxygen, but
right.
I'm glad we have Mars.
Well, he's saying because our food tastes like cardboard, the only thing we can taste is
I'm
sauce.
saying this is a waste resource.
In space, we have a saying called, "Boy, I hope our spacesuit's not compromised."
Exactly. Yeah. Now they're concerned about, and also, Mike,
man, I hope I don't die today.
Yeah,
stopping you from bringing a lot. Earth ketchup up there.
Did you say there's a hole in my arms?
Okay, in the suit.
2 years of research.
Yeah,
it's
that
just
took
to
a
get
while.
people excited about growing a fucking tomato, and it's more exciting
No,
to say
it's to
all
get
ketchup.
it's to get people to Mars because
Yeah.
people won't go to Mars if there's no ketchup.
When Mars is
No
like
one's
the
going
new
to Mars.
California, and everybody wants like the Martian produce products, you guys,
Nobody's
you'll
going to
see what we're
Mars.
talking about.
Wes,
Where's
you're
it
gonna be the
gonna go?
you're gonna be the last person on Earth, Wes.
Nobody's
Everyone's
going to Mars.
First thing I thought was, well, if I get up there, I love hot dogs. How am I going to eat hot dogs? Well, I like
You going to have ketchup for me?
so it's all for me. I'm in.
You think people? You don't think this is gonna move people on the Mars needle? There's ketchup on Mars.
Listen,
That's
people
that's
like you
probably
and me.
That's probably
no
like the
one's going
number
to
one
Mars.
thing.
People like Elon, maybe like Bezos, sure. People like you and I, we're not going to Mars.
I'm just the whole
Okay,
point
Wes.
is thanks for the
I mean,
check.
maybe not people our age, but
You
like
can have
people-
ketchup on Mars.
People of our financial status,
people
no.
will
Wes
go
is
to
They're
Mars.
gonna leave
refusing
us.
to go to Mars.
They're gonna leave us right behind. I
I mean,
promise you.
people will go to Mars eventually.
Wait, but I'm
We'll see.
invested in a coin called
Everyone's going to
Starship.
Mars.
Doesn't that translate?
Right.
No one's
No.
going.
We
to
got our
Mars.
own space station on Starship.
Exactly. I'm gonna ride Starship until I can get on the actual Starship. Hopefully,
Starship's gonna make me enough
as
money
an old man.
to be able to go to Mars. I can.
And then as an
afford
old man,
a
I'll
ticket to
fly to Mars, and then I'll smoke the Martian weed one
Now what-
time before I pass away.
I'll tell you what's going to be bad for Mars is the first spaceship that everyone dies on the way to Mars. It's like, you know how like the Malaysian
that's gonna
flight goes
happen, though.
missing?
Yeah, it's
Like
gonna-
when a thing to Mars goes missing.
It's gonna be like Payne Stewart's airplane up there.
Yeah, I mean, you crack a few eggs to make an omelet, right?
That he has
Elon
crashed.
said that a couple
Yeah,
times.
just everyone was dead, just floating in the air.
Is that a
He's a
Leonard
golfer?
Skinner joke?
No, it's a Payne Stewart. Yeah, when the cabin pressure or something. And
Wait
everyone
on
just
me.
died. And
But what a great looking
Yikes.
corpse in the air with his outfits were phenomenal.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yikes. All right, fellas, one last story to get through today. And a long time ago, I predicted that the Durham report would make a splash when it finally landed. And then nothing happened for well over a year. So I figured, I guess I just didn't know what I was talking about. But now we've got a splash that's so big, it's turned Russell Brand into a conspiracy theorist. And it has The Hill saying stuff like this: Durham's latest indictment, more lines drawn to Clinton's campaign. So, wow. Must be something worth looking at. Special counsel John Durham has been reviewing the origins of the federal investigation into ties between the 2016 Trump campaign and Russia since April of 2019. And two lawyers had been charged with lying to the feds in the past during this investigation, the past few months. But the most recent, the third arrest, is worth taking a look at. A quote unquote researcher who happens to be a Russian man living in Northern Virginia named Igor Danchenko, 43, was arrested last Thursday on an indictment Durham obtained for charging Igor with 5 felony counts of making false statements to the FBI. So turns out Igor had also fed that false information to former British spy Christopher Steele, who made the infamous Steele dossier commissioned by the DNC. And eventually those rumors helped lead to the origins of the Mueller investigation into the ties between Russia and the Trump campaign. So prosecutors say that Danchenko fabricated details and altered the sequence of key events when being interviewed by the FBI. The indictment also alleges that he was working closely with at least one person close to Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, and that he lied about that as well. Most interestingly, the report also suggests that Igor could have been working with the FSB in the past, aka a Russian spy, potentially. Maybe, but probably.
Igor,
but maybe.
not Igor.
Igor Dachenko. And you guys weren't kidding. When we talked recently about how it takes forever for the truth to come out to the public, we were talking about that with the COVID origins. Igor had admitted all this to the FBI back in 2017, and he's just now arrested in late 2021. His next hearing is this Wednesday before U.S. District Court Judge Anthony Trenga, and more charges are expected to be coming from John Durham as part of this investigation. We'll just see how close they actually get to the Clinton campaign team, actually.
What does this mean for the P tape, Will?
Means that it was totally fake and fabricated. This was in the Steele dossier. Totally fake. Taking it to
Is Clinton going to be is Clinton going to potentially face any meddling charges?
Probably not.
This?
I mean, they're not gonna charge Hillary Clinton, but we'll see who else
Does
gets charged.
she have a P tape? I mean, that was
Nobody has a
To
P
be honest
tape.
with you,
This confirms it was fake.
I haven't been that excited about politics ever in my life, and like that's pretty much why I was like, yeah, let's do Hard Factor. It was like
Does
when I heard
Igor
that there
have
might
a
be a
P
P
tape?
tape.
Does Igor have a P
Maybe
tape?
that's where
Surely.
he got the
Because
idea
he got
from.
it's hit. You write what you know. I think Igor probably has a P
Maybe
tape.
Get me a
Igor
fucking
has a
P
P
tape.
tape.
Yeah.
Someone
Igor's
peeing on
got a P
someone
tape.
who's
But
powerful.
You don't need to see Igor's P tape.
No, I don't care about Igor's P tape.
I'm
I want
not-
to be powerful.
Nobody wants to see that.
I mean, I could just go to Fort Brazil.
Right.
Yeah, you can't because it's down.
Taking it to the internet, the Washington Post has something really important to say. The allegations cast new uncertainty on some past reporting on the dossier by news organizations, including the Washington
Including
Post.
us. Including us.
Yeah,
Look at
everyone
the-
is fucked.
Wait a
Thanks,
minute.
Washington.
Everyone
Put
is
that
fucked
picture
with
back
this.
up. Put the picture back up. What is going on with the facial hair on the guy in the top left?
That's John Durham. That's he rocks a giant.
He doesn't have a
goatee.
mouth.
He's got
Nah,
that either psycho or very friendly facial hair we were
Dude,
talking
no,
about.
that's psycho. That's like Muppet level facial hair. He
He's
doesn't,
the one
doesn't
that-
have a
he-
mouth.
Well, he's on the case, Mark. So these people are fucked because he's that dedicated.
If he's
He-
willing to not show his mouth and teeth, lips and teeth, then yeah, he's a serious man. Yeah.
right, yeah. So he's got a few more indictments up the sleeve, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah. So anyhow, basically, Steele dossier, totally fake. A lot of that stuff, totally fake. Enough to make Russell Brand turn into a conspiracy theorist. And if you think this gives Trump a better chance to be the GOP nominee again in 2024, head on over to predictit.org/promo/hardfactor40 to get up to $40 matched in the stock market of politics, because Trump right now is at 42 cents to be the GOP nominee in 2024. And that's a little better than a double up to be the nominee if he were to get it. The only other contenders over 5 cents right now are Ron DeSantis at 25 cents and Nikki Haley at 8 cents. And I'm not hopping on the Trump train today, which probably means it's the right thing to do. Again, that's predictit.org/promo/hardfactor40 to get up to $40 matched in the stock market of politics. But seriously, who else besides Trump at this point, especially if this report, gives him legs?
If he wants it, it's his.
It's so long till 2024. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
agree.
long time till 2024.
true.
Yeah.
But if you think it's going to
One
happen,
pandemic.
predictit.org/promo/hardfactor40.
I like the DeSantis at 25 cents if you were to make me bet today. But long time.
Lots of long odds in there, lots of chances to make money. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor on this Tuesday. Thank you so much for listening, as always. Without you, the Hardo Hive, we could obviously not do this show, and we'd love to do it and bring it to you every day. Some things coming up. November 19th is the next trivia night. So if you send in the card at patreon.com/hardfactor, you can join us for trivia night, November 19th. April 8th through 10th, it's official, is going to be the Hive Island 2022 trip. And it's looking like it's going to be St. Pete
Yeah.
in Florida. Yeah. And by
Shout
Tampa.
out St. Pete. Shout out Tampa. Shout out St. Pete.
Nice. We're gonna get the email coming on the Hornet's Nest. More stuff with crypto and whatnot. Also follow at Hard Factor News on all socials because we're putting stuff out: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Close to 50K on Instagram,
Facebook.
so follow us there. Help us get
I
to
see
50K.
that. And we just
Yeah.
crossed 30 on TikTok. We got another heater on TikTok. We're back.
Nice. Come on, push us
Push
over the edge. Send us to Mod. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.